Apple Music, Tidal, Amazon Music. Which streaming service is the right one for you? Well, we're gonna find all that out today. So sit down, grab a cup of coffee, and let's talk about these awesome music services and which one is right for you. It is an awesome time that we live in. No more trips to the record store. No more trips to Walmart to see if they have the latest In Excess CD. Which is kind of sad because it was a lot of fun to go buy physical media in the stores, and you can still do that at select retailers. It's kind of cool. It's become a bit of a niche market, and small businesses have been able to rise out of the ashes of the big box music stores like a phoenix. I don't know. Phoenix is a mythical creature. I have no idea what they sound like. Anyway, you can stream pretty much every piece of recorded music known to man, or most of this. I mean, there's going to be outliers that you're like, well, they don't have the Gregorian monks unplugged from Romania. They don't have that one. I get it. Not everything's going to be on Apple Music, Amazon Music, or Tidal. But most of it is. Point being, there's a lot of choice on these music services. Pricing, well, there's pretty much free trials on all of these, and if you sign up for Amazon Music, I actually get a little bit of a kickback. I think I get a kickback on Tidal too. I don't get one on Apple Music, but if you buy a new iPhone, which I don't have right now, you get 6 months for free. So make sure if you have a new Apple device, you check into it, because chances are you have free Apple Music that you can try out right now. Amazon Music runs deals. A lot of times they're at least one free month. Tidal, usually it's a free month. After the trial, for an individual, it's $10.99 a month. If you're a student, it's $5.99 a month. And if you're a family, up to 6 members, $16.99 a month. So if you have a bunch of people, and we're going to get to a little bit of a hack later that may or may not be completely legal. I don't know. I haven't read the terms and conditions. Does anybody really? Tidal, there's 2 tiers, so they make it nice and confusing for you. If you buy the hi-fi tier, it's 16-bit 44.1 resolution, which is CD resolution. That comes in at $10.99 a month. They all went up $1, it looks like. If you want the hi-fi plus, which is the high resolution, which I don't really feel like you need it, but anyway. If you want it, it's $19.99 per month. 24-bit up to 192 kilohertz. However, there is a family plan on Tidal, up to 6 members. That's $29.99 a month. And I may have that plan. And there may be people that don't share my DNA that are on that plan too. So they're a little bit liberal about what they consider to be family. Remember Fast and the Furious when it talks about family and they have cookouts and barbecues all the time? Student, $9.99 a month for like the Hi-Fi Plus tier. First responders, $11.99. Military, $11.99, which I think includes veterans. For the hi-fi tier, family plan, $16.99 a month, up to 6 members. Students, $4.99. First responders, $5.99. Military, $5.99. Fairly affordable. I should also mention that there's a free Amazon Music tier if you're a Prime member. Really low resolution. I think it's below 320 kilobits per second, but it does exist. A couple of things you can do to cut down on the price of your Amazon subscription. If you pay for a full year, you basically get 2 extra months for free. If you're paying per month, it's $9.99. Now, you have to be a Prime member for all this pricing to happen. Family plan, $16.99 a month. And again, they're a little bit loose about what they consider to be a family member. I believe you get up to 6 accounts on that. And what you do is just send out email invitations to multiple people. They click on it. You have to have an Amazon account, obviously. You can also do something very interesting on Amazon Music, and that is authorize one device. So if you have an Amazon Link, which is their little streamer that you can hook up to your hi-fi system, it's only $5.99 a month. $5.99 a month for one device. And $5.99 a month for unlimited music, high-res music too, because it's up to 24-bit 192 kilohertz. Not a bad deal. So whichever one is right for you, you'll have to kind of figure it out. With Tidal going to the hi-fi tier, it's pretty much in line with Apple Music and Amazon Music. Immersive audio, Atmos music, spatial audio. They all have it. Tidal has not only Dolby Atmos, but it also has Sony 360 reality music. And it's interesting to think which one of these is going to survive, because we're back to kind of the format wars, except now it's not a different type of disc or a different type of tape. It's a different type of immersion. But they all have it. Now, on Amazon, if you're looking at your music and it says hi-fi or whatever, you can slide back and forth, and if spatial audio is available, that will be one of the options. The thing that you must consider, though, is the device that you're listening to the music on. Not all devices are compatible, and you'll have to actually go to Dolby Atmos and look at their compatible devices when it comes to whether or not you're going to get the most out of Dolby Atmos content, and they're a little bit nebulous about it. So if you have a home theater receiver, you may be able to get the benefits of Dolby Atmos music out of your hi-fi system. If you're on headphones, well, the AirPod Pros, obviously you're going to get spatial audio, and they sound fantastic. Overall, the sonic characteristics of the AirPods right here are okay. They're good for most situations, but the spatial audio, superb. I noticed on Amazon Music that it was kind of hit or miss on whether or not their Dolby Atmos tracks were really awesome. Some of them were, some of them weren't. And the same thing goes for Tidal. So they all have it. I don't know which platform has the most. I don't know which platform has the most and it's good, but they all have it. But you're gonna have to do your own research, figure out if your devices are compatible with it. So the radio, the algorithm, how it's serving up different new music or music that you like and you want to listen to is different. I would say Amazon Unlimited, probably the worst. Apple Music, actually pretty solid. The one thing I don't like about Apple Music, though, is that they fade out and fade in the new tracks, kind of like what you would listen to on radio. There may be a way to change that. A lot of the music I listen to, it gets you right away. And if it's being faded in, I don't really like that. I find that Tidal is the best when it comes to recommending new, different music or music that I would be interested in. Amazon just seems to serve up the same stuff over and over and over again. With Tidal and Apple, I get some deep cuts. Maybe some stuff I don't really like, but you know, the more you use it, the better the AI or algorithm or machine learning gets. So Tidal, probably the best when it comes to music recommendation. Rune is a program that helps with music discovery, organization of music that you may already own on a server. Tidal is the only service that integrates. I know we're not talking about Qobuz today. One, because I don't have a ton of experience with Qobuz. Two, I don't know how long Qobuz is going to be around. If we look at pure financials, now trust me, I would love it if Qobuz was around forever. But if you're looking at financials, they're definitely a fourth, if not fifth stringer here. So if you're into Rune, and I think you can try Rune for free for a little while too. Rune was just acquired, so I think Harman bought Rune. So is it going to change? I don't know, probably not. Tidal's the only game in town. Streaming integration, what I mean by that is what type of hardware actually plays that music. Apple Music is difficult. I think it's played on Sonos. You have access to Sonos, but most of the streamers that I talk about don't include Apple Music, with the exception of the ones that are based off of an Android operating system. So the FIO, I can't remember if it's like FX3, the Eversolo streamers that are Android based, you can download the Apple app and listen to Apple Music on them. Weem, no Apple Music. Cambridge Audio, no Apple Music. So depending on your streaming service of choice, you need to make sure that your hardware supports it. The most widely accepted streaming service across all these different platforms is Tidal. Tidal Connect is another feature that allows you to simply use the Tidal app on your phone or your iPad and connect directly to the source. Now, if you're running these on your computer, there's differences too. So with the Weem, you get Amazon Music, you can get Tidal, you can get Qobuz, you can get all this stuff. On the Eversolo, I think you can get Amazon Music. Anyway, it's not as simple. So make sure if you're in the market for a streamer, you're checking to make sure there is solid support for whatever your service of choice is. Which one sounds the best? I don't know. I really don't. I've tried to compare music services in the past. I compared Spotify to Amazon Music HD at the time, which is Amazon Music Unlimited now. Even with the monumental changes in resolution, I heard slight differences. I will say that when I'm listening to Tidal in the car, I feel like it's bumped on the bottom. So I think all of these services have a bit of their own recipe, a little bit of their own magic sauce that they put on the music that they're not disclosing. What about you though? Have you tried different streaming services? Which ones do you think sound the best? Ultimately, I think all of them sound great. But if you like the chocolate cake made by Tidal more than the chocolate cake made by Amazon Music, then go with Tidal. The platform that basically checks most of the boxes is Tidal. I personally use Amazon Music a ton, but Amazon Music doesn't do exclusive mode if you're using your computer, which means it's changing the resolution and the bitrate natively on your DAC. If that doesn't matter to you, then it doesn't matter. Hopefully this video helped you. If you got any value out of it, please give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. If you want to support me, you can try out Tidal or you can try out Amazon. Try out Apple. I just don't have an affiliate relationship with Apple. You can use the thanks button down at the bottom of the video next to the share button. Buy me a cup of coffee. Don't feel compelled to buy me anything though. You can buy some merch down at the bottom of the video. There should be some t-shirts and coffee mugs there. But most importantly, I thank all of you that have watched this channel. You've made my dreams come true. Even if you don't like me, I still appreciate you watching. So don't binge watch anything on Netflix or Hulu. Binge listen, maybe through Apple Music, Amazon Music Unlimited, or Tidal, and fill your soul with happiness. And with that, I'm Randy. I'm the cheap audio man.